Hey everyone, Rose here. We're taking it pretty chill today. I am doing the Library Loves tag. Thanks to Cozy Afternoons for tagging me. Hi, thank you. It was the original tag creator is read by Jess. I will link both of them down below if you want to check out both of them, which you should. I really enjoy doing tag videos because it's twofold for me. One, I just find them to be fun, and two, not gonna lie, tag videos are just really easy to do, so I'm not gonna fault myself or anyone else who loves to do tag videos because they're easy. Also, because I was just out there with my husband practicing counting in Thai, I'm going to be numbering things off in Thai. I hope I do you proud, sweetie. I'm not nervous. Nung. When did you first go to the library / get a library card? I'm fairly sure I got my first library card when I was an adult. Anytime before that, during, kindergarten all the way up through 12th grade, and even in college, I only ever needed a student ID, so therefore I didn't have, a traditional library card. I think that answers it. Song. How often do you use your library? This is a very quick and easy answer. This varies, but at the present time, I go on average 1 or 2 times a month. That's all I really need to do. Sam. Have you ever had a late or lost library book? Sadly, yes. I have had more than one late library book. Let's see. The good thing is, anytime I did have a late library book, particularly in college, I don't know if this works with all colleges, but it did with mine. As long as you returned the book, then the late fee was waived. I don't know, maybe it was just the college, hearing out the cries of broke students. So they're like, don't worry, we're not going to charge you. Whatever the case, they didn't charge. But for public libraries, so non-school libraries, public libraries, they do not waive the fees, and that's totally understandable. I get that. That's fine. When it comes to public libraries, I've had, to my knowledge, one late library book by 2 days. I paid the fee. Don't you worry. When it comes to have I ever lost a book, thankfully no. I would feel especially bad if I did. C. What's your favorite thing about your library? For my library, honestly, that it's within walking distance. If it wasn't, just in short, it would be very difficult for me to get to any of the libraries that are within the county that I live in. I don't have a vehicle, and yes, there is some public transportation, but that's still an issue in itself. So the fact that it's within walking distance. Are you a browser or do you plan what you are taking out? I'm a planner for sure. Funny thing is, I feel that for the most part, growing up and whatnot, it was kind of like a 50-50 thing. Or maybe it was more than that. Whatever. I was mostly a browser for most of my life, so I don't know if it's just me getting older or what, just changing preferences. I definitely plan out what I'm going to take out of the library. I'm not that spontaneous library goer. Yeah. Name a book you took a chance on from the library. Most recently, that would be the manga version of Tidying Up with Marie Kondo. That one was thankfully a success, but before that, it's been so long since I've browsed for a book and just had to be successful, so I don't remember. I don't know. Hey, at least I still have an answer. Marie Kondo manga version Tidying Up. Switch some of those words around and it makes sense. Then, what is the best book you read from the library? Oh man, guys, okay. It wasn't until last year, within September or October, that I even started to go to my local library on the regular. So before that, it's just been so long since I've been to a library. To make it easier on myself, we're gonna go with my recent timeline of library going habits. In that case, just squeaking out Dear Martin by Nick Stone would be the memoir Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. I already talked about both of those books, honestly, in my... When is this video going out? In my recent video. In my recent February wrap-up. Linked up here and down below if you want to check that out. Bad. Have you ever taken the same book out multiple times? Oh, yeah. The most recent one to date, and something that is at least infamous to me, is Dracula by Bram Stoker.
Y'all.
Some of you may know this perilous journey, but it took me something ridiculous like 4 months just to finish that book. So I probably had to recheck it out and renew it 4 or 5 times. It's all in the past. It's all in the past. We're moving forward. Gow. Have you read a book set in a library? I'm leaning towards a soft no. The closest thing that comes to this would be, there's a library in the Harry Potter series. Hogwarts has a library. So if that doesn't count, I don't think so. Sit. Have you used your library's ebook and audiobook options? Not yet. I do prefer to read physical books over ebooks. I do have a Kindle, but really the only time that I ever use that is if I'm going on a trip or if I have some sort of long commute to deal with. And even then, I would say 100% of the time, the only thing that I put on it is fan fiction. You will pry fan fiction out of my cold, dead hands. When it comes to audiobooks, at some point I do want to give that a go again, because to my memory, I think the only audiobooks I've ever listened to is the Harry Potter series, High, classic, and Pride and Prejudice. So I'd definitely like to give that a go. Sip Ed. Which is the best library you've been to? I don't honestly think I've ever been to a library that truly impressed me, just being honest. So not really a fun answer for this one, but it's the truth. The last question. Sip Song. What would make you use your local library more? Well, if it had a bigger selection, my library is kind of on the small side. Even so, I have enough libraries in my county that thankfully, without having to pay anything, I'm able to borrow from them from other libraries. So the books are sent from them to my local library, and I'm able to pick it up at my local library and drop it off there. Again, because no way of transporting myself to there. I'm not an X-Men. Wow, getting off topic. In those regards, I'm definitely very lucky because I do not have to purchase any books that I have been wanting to read. Again, because I have so far access to all of the books that I've been wanting to read, and therefore I don't have to spend money. Hi, I don't like to spend money, and I don't really like to have a lot of things. Beyond that, I can't really think of anything because since I really only go to my library to drop off and pick up books, and because I am within walking distance, I just take my books home and I read them here. So that's the end of that. And honestly, that's a wrap on this video. And the only question that I have, I think this was not on the list, is do any of you have a favorite memory being in a library? Was that it? Your favorite experience. There we go. I think that really meant the same thing. What's your favorite experience from a library? Yeah, that is it. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!